Go at 3, because then give me a couple of minutes to go. Oh yeah, you sound good, guys. It's nothing worse when you go right to the game and go, I got those hands!
The NBL returns on the 10th of October. Make sure the featuring is the 8 clubs battle it out to be crowned the NBL champions. Visit NBL.com.au for more information. Follow the NBL on Twitter and don't miss a moment of the action. So be sure to grab your phone and follow NBL on Twitter now. Join the conversation using the hashtag NBL. Join the Breaking Nation for free and get access to savings on game tickets, merchandise, entries into exclusive competitions, and receive breaking news. Join for free today at breakingnation.co.nz. Ladies and gentlemen, get your official NBL and team gear at the merchandise store located next to the grandstand on Court 2. Replicable team tickets are $65, so be sure to grab your favorite team colours tonight.
Take it with him. Took it with him. I was just going to put that file onto his stick for him, but we do it with him, fair enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've gone already. I'm going to give you a hard drive at the end of the game. Should be able to copy it straight on all the games in one go. Got file wire? File wire hard drive? I bet you guys are going to struggle with wire.
Welcome back to the NBL Blitz. We've got officially 2:36 left until tip-off here, but we've just been told there's some issues with the score sheet at the stats bench that they're currently trying to rectify as my broadcast partners Bruce Bolden and Brad Rosen rejoins us. And guys, I guess the first thing to you, Brad, is these two teams played very well in their opening games. I mean, this could be potentially the best game of the night.
Oh, by far. I think, well, even the last game was still quite entertaining. Adelaide just blew it out in the end. But both of these teams were the standouts of yesterday for the two games that we saw. And both teams handled everything that was put before them really, really well. I was very impressed with the imports for both teams. And... But yeah, the big fella,
Gladness,
he was phenomenal.
Mikel Gladness was awesome.
And the young guys for New Zealand is really good. And Reece Carter's a perfect fit for this team. I really like.
Ty Wynyard, you talk about young guys, 16 years of age.
That's unbelievable.
That's pretty frightening, isn't it?
That's unbelievable.
I'm excited just from the energy that the New Zealand players gave yesterday and the fight from being down by so many points that Townsville showed in the second half yesterday as well. So, with that in mind, I'm expecting a really, really good, exciting game here.
And again, I think Townsville is one of those teams that has been very underestimated. But I look at that roster and I'm thinking, well, Mitch Norton is out, and Mitch Norton is a really solid backup point guard. They're missing him, and they've still got, a quality guard in Markovic, who's been there, done that, played in Europe. And then there's all those wing players, and then you've got Conklin as that big force big power forward alongside, Mikel Gladness, who really could be anything.
No, they're very, very impressive, and I'm looking forward to this game.
But just quickly before we start with this game, just received just a great stat. That was Adelaide's win over Wollongong. That was actually their highest pre-season score since they beat the Canterbury Rams of New Zealand, 108-85. That obviously in a 48-minute game in 1993.
There was a lot of points.
There was a lot of points. They never went past 102 all of last season, and the last time they hit 106 was at Cairns in October of 2009. So I guess, and once again, thanks to the one and only stat man, the great Mark Slocum, and what he knows, what he doesn't know about the NBL isn't worth knowing, in my opinion. That guy
I like that.
knows
He needs to get out more often.
We thank you very much for tuning in, and he does a phenomenal job. And unfortunately, I think the league doesn't have enough characters like Mark who just have that unbelievable passion and love for the game, particularly the history of the game.
Totally, yeah, no, he's fantastic, and they certainly need 100 of him.
Both teams now coming out.
I picked up last night, and I'm not 100% sure why, but their singlet last night they had the black singlet on New Zealand, and they all had their names taped.
and now
I saw they've got these taped, and I'm not sure why, because the names, they are their names on the back of them.
Well,
So
I also thought these uniforms were supposed to be brand new from ISC.
These are their old uniforms, and I think my understanding is, and forgive me if I'm wrong here, but I did hear something about they need to have a Maori blessing on the uniforms, and that hasn't happened as yet on the new uniforms.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And that's why these are their old uniforms, obviously. So
you are all over it, aren't you? You are unbelievable.
What we don't know from you, we don't need to know, do we?
Exactly. But yeah, I agree. That's respect. There's no problem there at all.
Absolutely. And here we go in what should be a great contest. Here's Cedric Jackson. Ooh, tripped over there a little bit.
He rolled his ankle.
Yeah,
just hits and jumper. Obviously didn't impact him too much, Brad. Just knocked it down.
He would have been limping if he missed.
Steindl inside to Conklin, and he scores it, and there's a foul by Beckway. So Dean Vickerman giving Benny Beckway the start here, and he starts by fouling Ryan Conklin. Once
Beautiful seal by Conklin down low. He had a lot of space there because it was a really nice seal and good offense.
Free throw, and he missed. Rebound from a Beckway. Here's Cedric Jackson, guarded by Markovic. Crosses over, and he's fouled. He's playing like he's not really doing anything. All of a sudden, bang, he's got that extra gear.
Yeah, he's amazing. He wasn't an MVP of this league for no reason.
Yeah.
He's got tremendous acceleration. Jackson, hard man to stop. Pledger. Looking for a Beckway, finds him. Conklin all over him. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. Jackson pulls up for three. That's way off. Air ball.
Good defense. He had to throw that up because that was good defense by Markovic.
Markovic looking for Conklin in the block. He finds him. Conklin backing down to Beckway. And nice work from our producer, James Bowman. Still got the touch. Knocks it away. He saves his valuable equipment. So we've just been told no live stats. So no live stats, unfortunately, available for this game. Just had a problem at the venue. So you just have to bear with us. Apologies for that.
It's been running all day. It's out of batteries.
Todd Blanchfield misses a triple. Rebound to Beckway. Here come the Breakers. Score tied at 2. Early stages of the first period here. Here's Jackson. Hesitation. Reverse layup. Rejected by Gladness. And now Clint Steindl and Sean Dennis screaming about Ruben Tarangi, who fouled. It was a foul. Looked like a clear foul, but they're just saying that Steindl lost it out of bounds. Here's Tarangi. Corey Webster, 3, no good. Big rebound to Tarangi, and he pulls it out.
Well, this is what their strength was last night, the young guys getting on the glass.
Wilson crosses over. Still Wilson. Excuse me, Webster, not Wilson. Fires away, no good. Gladness rebounds. Just got off a game talking about Jamal Wilson. Here's Markovic. Markovic stops, pops, and he does that very, very well.
Good touch. Similar move to Corey, where they gave a little nudge, created the space, was balanced.
Gets it inside to Pledger.
Oh.
Pledger coming off that toe injury. Now short three is Tarangi. Gets his own rebound.
Energy.
Scores.
I love it.
Yeah, he's playing harder. That's the difference, and that's something Sean won't be happy about.
He's not. 4 apiece. Conklin. Blanchfield, Conklin, top of the key. Steindl, down low to the big man. Gladness, going to work against Pledger. Skyhook is an air ball this time. It was more of a half hook. Here comes Jackson exploring. Now pulls it out. Now goes again, throws it up, and is fouled.
Wow, he's good.
Yeah.
He's just so good. He knew exactly what he was doing there. Dribbled in, nothing on, came out, flicked it behind and went again.
And how about the composure?
Yeah.
Change gears to still be able to switch back into first to create contact and then one.
What amazing guards we've got this year.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And even though he's coming back to the league and he's a league MVP, he's kind of been overlooked a little bit.
Yeah.
In all the, the
true.
Wilbeckens and the Jaheed Carson and all the hype around those guys.
Looked over by who?
He's the well.
Yeah.
But this guy,
Everyone outside of New Zealand, maybe.
Yeah.
this is the best guard in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potential. Well, not even potentially.
Proven. No question.
Yeah.
He's proven. Yeah.
But we speak about all these guards. What you think he's going to be doing every time he's facing one of these guards?
You're not with me yet, is what he's saying.
Brian Conklin drains it from 18.
It's my belt, my championship belt. Come and take it off me.
Yeah.
He is still the gold standard. There's no doubt about it. Corey Webster. Now Pledger swings it across. Tarangi pulls it out. 8 on the shot clock. Tarangi goes into the paint explosively. Takes it right at the shot block of Gladness and scores.
Nice.
There's that energy you talked about, Bruce.
Ooh, but I didn't see that type of move last year, though.
He didn't have that last year. You're right. He's worked on his game beautifully.
Blanchfield going baseline and is fouled.
Did he play in the New Zealand League? So
yes. He definitely.
A lot of these guys played either in the New Zealand League or the QBL or ABA.
That New Zealand League.
And that offseason has really helped out a lot of these guys.
Brilliant, that New Zealand League.
Well, they're looking for Gladness. They find him. Gladness goes up and scores.
Way to finish it.
I love this matchup, Gladness and Pledger.
Well, at the moment, Gladness is winning because Pledger, every time he gets the ball, he's looking to pass.
Yeah. We were very hard on Pledger last night.
Coming off the toe injury, and he's still finding his way without a doubt.
Okay.
And I think,
But the only thing we say, and Bruce, I thought you summed it up really well last night. You could be injured, you could be sore, but you still can get position.
That's the key.
Markovic floater is no good. Jackson chases it down.
Wow.
Townsville's back. Jackson off to the races. Now he's going to pull it out. He's got Tarangi wide open as a trailer. 3! Ruben Tarangi having a fine first quarter. Gives the Breakers the lead. Gladness. Blanchfield. Markovic calling for the ball. Conklin sets a pick. Now they call it off. Markovic to Conklin. Back to Markovic. Launches a 3. Short. And rebound to Webster. Now they launch a 3, no good. Tip in by Alex Pledger, and you like to see that. Getting on the offensive glass.
Yeah.
And New Zealand leads by 5, 13-8.
Talking to CJ Bruton, we were this morning at breakfast, and CJ obviously is retired now and got his singlet retired. He said that's what the difference was last year, him. They missed him big time last year.
Meanwhile, Blanchfield hits a nice shot, as Bruce says. Nice touch from Todd Blanchfield. A Beckway inside to Pledger.
See, even there, he wasn't in the right position. He could have got even closer to the basket.
Spin move, and then launches it with an air ball. Blanchfield down the floor. There's no doubt Pledger is nowhere near fully fit. As now Gladness goes to work and Pledger fouls him.
Wow, he's putting that on the floor. He wanted to take that, didn't he?
He is.
Well, it's what we saw last night, Bruce, and with Gladness, you thought of him just as a shot blocker, and then he hits the skyhook, the Kareem skyhook. He's hitting outside jumpers.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of things that you don't expect.
Yeah, no, that's right.
A man of his size and to do, particularly the outside game.
Yeah.
And then that was a pull through baseline, and good quicks.
Well, I tell you what, if he's able to give them 15 and 10 during the season,
big.
That is huge.
Yeah.
And lead the league in shot blocking.
We had Randy Livingston on obviously interviewing, and Randy's actually coached against him in the D League, and he was saying that, you know, he's an amazing shot blocker, but he's not renowned for his offense, and that's why he's probably not at that next level. But the biggest problem is when you're in the D League, that doesn't suit a guy like this, because he needs, you know, a big guy to be, or guards to be passing it into him. He'll really suit this league. So some interesting times ahead for the Townsville
which
people.
no question would help his stocks come,
Absolutely,
12 months time in the Summer Pro League.
Getting, you know, 8 to 10 points and 7 rebounds in D League compared to 15 and 10 here, massive.
Here's Reese Carter for 3, in and out, and we've got a foul. Ooh, Mirko Juric in the game, and looked like he wasn't sure what happened there, Bruce.
I'm not sure either.
Just sort of went down on his haunches then.
Well, let's just say he might have a squeaky voice for a couple of days.
Hit the family.
Okay.
The family.
Future family.
Yeah.
The Jewels.
The Jewels. Trying to get the ball inbound. They finally do. To Wesley, who's in the game. Different numbers tonight than last night, and they're not wearing names on their uniform. So Carter pushes off. No call.
Way to gather.
And then he finds a Beckway, and the Beckway goes bang.
That's what we want to see.
Wow. Power dunk from a Beckway. 15-11. 3:48 left in the first period. Steindl pops for 3. No good. A Beckway on the glass against Vanderjack.
Oh, that's foul.
Pulls him down, and a Beckway's not happy about it. That was pretty ordinary from Vanderjack that time, with looking like, look at that, Vanderjack with the face wrapped up, and Beckway furious with Vanderjack. Referee.
Vanderjack he's just playing hard.
I saw absolute foul, but he was just going for the ball. There was nothing more in that. I think he just went up and gave him a tap, didn't he, to say sorry? Yeah.
He did apologise.
That's just a gangly, two gangly people tying up each other.
Something against tall people, Brad?
No. But I did have to play a lot of times against Neil Turner. He had Neil Turner have the sharpest elbows.
Oh, and knees.
That's old school. Look at that. Beckway attack the hoop. The big man scores off the window with a left hand.
That's the second shot that made for him in a row.
17-11. 3:15 left in the first period. Both teams well in the running for the Loggins Bruton Cup. Here's Steindl, attacks the hoop and scores off the window with a left hand. 17-13. Carter almost just fumbled it away, but
he's lucky they hit it because he had no control out of that.
No, he didn't.
James Bowman, our technical guru and producer, sitting to the left of us.
He's as good as Michael Clark in the slips today. He's been amazing.
He's on fire. Ball back in play. Here's Reese Carter. Kicks it to Corey Webster. And there's a foul here, and Juric is going to be called for the foul. Reese Carter trying to cut through the lane, and Juric got him with the forearm shot. So I think last night we talked about a Beckway as he subs out for the youngster, the 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this young man is 16.
Yeah, he's got some size on him, though.
He's a big boy at 16, Ty Wynyard. And
4.
Jake Holmes about to see his first action, and Mikkel Gladness about to come into the game as Carter makes the first. 18-13, make it 19-13 with Carter hitting it. Substitutions, Conklin and Gladness into the game. Vanderjack with his, got the big head bandage in his nose, also wrapped. Conklin actually takes a seat. Conklin out, Jake Holmes, Mikkel Gladness in.
I would expect the Crocs to go inside to Gladness, being that he's got the young fella on him.
We saw Mirko Juric last night, who struggled a little bit, and I think that's with having Norton away. I think that's where the...
Someone's not on the score sheet.
How can someone not be on the score sheet?
Yeah, they've just checking with Dean Vickerman here, and they did have some issues with the score sheet prior to the game, and obviously no live stats for this game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, just getting back to yesterday with Mirko Jeric, he struggled yesterday, Bruce, and with him having to play that point guard role, which normally would be Mitch Norton.
Yes.
I just don't think that suited his game.
Yeah,
And his shot, rather than getting it off the dribble or off a pass, he was more having to create.
Yeah, at this level, no, he's not a point. It's probably something he is sort of forced into.
Yeah.
Which I guess it will help him down the track if it doesn't disrupt his game.
Oh, I think it's great for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just been told it's one of the Breakers players is an incorrect number on the score sheet.
It's probably the referee's fault. We'll blame them.
But see, and we speak about that. He's playing that point guard role now, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
See how he goes.
Okay, that's been fixed and we're
he
underway
runs away
again.
No, it's obviously him and whoever can get it, and Blanchfield just bring it up.
Yeah, Blanchfield.
Jeric finds Leon Henry. Henry, corner to Blanchfield, guarded by Webster. Looking inside to Gladness, but
I like that play.
Wesley
I
knocks
have
it
noticed
away.
a lot is when people go away from the screen, the guy that's screening doesn't open up well enough.
Yeah.
The most open guy is the guy that's screen. There you go.
Oh, nice pass inside, and
That's exactly what we just spoke
Blanchfield
about.
is fouled.
Just the guy that's screening, we're taught that at under nines.
Yeah.
The most open person on the court is the guy that's setting the screen.
Yeah.
Substitution coming into the game is Cedric Jackson and Dwayne Bailey. As Blanchfield makes the first. Second free throw coming up, misses. Rebound, Wynyard. Here's Jackson and he's fouled by Jeric, and Jeric not happy about
and that's
that.
another part of it, of playing the point guard role. You got to defend point guards.
Yeah, and Sean's not happy about that at all.
Well,
He's just having a timeout here.
you got to understand, you got a rookie going against Cedric. He's going to pursue the advantages.
And you're on 5 team fouls. What does he want? He wants a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah.
2:26 left, 19-14. And we've got the sack race with basketballs going on in front of us here. I think you can see that on the vision. And certainly interesting game. It has slowed down a little bit from Cedric Jackson taking his seat. Now he's back on. We can expect some fireworks again, Brad.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to remember too, Fakona and Abercrombie aren't playing, so you take out some players like that, it's going to make a change. But yeah, Cedric's the leader, and he's been dynamite for him. And also, Corey Webster was a little bit quiet for a Corey Webster type player.
Yeah.
But I mean, he could be a little bit tired as well. They did play last night, and that was a tough game last night.
Yeah, I was watching him before he went out. He looked like he was grimacing, as if something was bothering him. So.
And again, folks, we're going to be having a slam dunk contest at halftime. So
remember, half-time, we've got a dunk contest, and we'll be bringing that to you. My colleagues will be calling that, since I know nothing about dunking.
Oh, you seem to have a nice Tim Tam in a cup of tea I saw last night, but that's fine.
That is a bald face. It was a Tim Tam, no. Just the Tim Tam. No.
When we left you, you was very tired. You hadn't eaten, so I'm sure there have been some ducking going on back there.
It was a very long day, as this one is, but hey, it's all about hoops.
Oh, yes.
So we love it.
Love it.
Yes, we're not going to be tired until we hit the pillow.
No,
Exactly.
exactly right. 21-14, Breakers up, 2:20 left in the first period. Holmes, Henry, Jeric. We know he likes to shoot. Instead he finds Blanchfield. Now Henry, looking inside to Jacob Holmes. Holmes just turns, fires and misses. Gladness all over the glass. But Wesley gets on the board very, very well, on the floor rather, and saves it. Here's Carter. Holmes and Wesley just banging bodies. Wesley, a big unit, stolen by Blanchfield. Blanchfield goes hard to the rack, and what a steal back by Jackson. Amazing. Oh, now the spin move. He is a talent. Those hands of his are so quick. Now Wesley going to work. Spin move in the paint. Scores.
Nice move.
Yeah.
Great play by Ty Wesley, and it's 23-14, a 9-point lead with 1:23 left
New
in the
Zealand
first
got a
period.
great program
Oh,
over
they
there.
do. You know, they've been building that program, from last 5 years.
Blanchfield straight away.
Great
triple.
offense. Great offense. Good down screen. Got Blanchfield wide open.
23-17, 1:06 left. Carter, Wesley, Jackson. Here's Jackson looking to go to work against Blanchfield. He's just playing a game with him at the moment. He fires away. He's got it! And says, yep, bang.
I like actually that they're putting some length of Blanchfield onto him, making him shoot over a hand.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's a tough shot. You live with that.
The book on Cedric is make him shoot it.
Absolutely.
But we know he can hit it. You take your poison with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's Gladness going to work.
Wow.
Spins, fires off.
Nice.
Pass.
All
And
right.
scores, and there you go, Bruce, once again.
Nice.
Mikel Gladness.
Yeah.
25-19. I think 15 and 10 for Mikel it could possibly be
Yeah.
underselling him a little
Well,
bit.
New Zealand look like they're going to get this first.
Looking at that move there, I agree with you.
New Zealand look like
How many
they will
moves
take
has
the
he
point.
shown us in this Blitz tournament, Bruce?
Much more than we expected. I just expected him to just be swatting everything that came inside.
Now Jackson draws the foul on Blanchfield, so they're isolating and they're attacking that matchup between Blanchfield and Jackson. And so, yeah, I mean, Sean's trying to obviously mix it up a little bit and put the length of Blanchfield, but
Yeah.
Jackson's just so tough no matter who's on him.
Yeah, length is one thing, quickness is another thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, what hurt him on that one is that he tried to go over the screen. He didn't need to. Just go under the screen and go and meet him. If he hits another three, well, then that's the coach's issue to adjust.
Yeah.
Right now, you're on him for some length.
Yeah.
Give him the length. Let him shoot over a hand. If he makes the next one, well, then you look for adjustments.
Yeah. Makes them both. 27-19, 7.7 seconds left. Trying to get the ball inbounds. Here's Jarrett. Jackson retreating. Jarrett goes past Jackson, goes into the paint, launches a wild shot, and Gladys fighting and can't recover it. And that's the end of the first quarter here. With the score, the New Zealand Breakers 27, the Townsville Crocodiles 19. We're going to take a 30-second break. We will be right back with you. Stay with us. You are watching the NBL Blitz. Welcome back to the 2014 NBL Blitz. That score again is New Zealand 27, Townsville 19. We've got a minute to go in the quarter-time break.
Oh, young man, what grade are you in?
And just waiting on stats here. The stats bench is having a little difficulty. It's been a long day for the stats bench too, Brett.
I think it's probably the
Bruce.
actual photocopier.
Well, I mean, I think, we wrap up this quarter 27-19. I think that's just an amazing, really, New Zealand getting 27. And Matt, you said it before, they had just a different team with Cedric on the court. And he was dynamite. And, you look at the stats. Yeah, you look at the stats. Well, Cedric's got 10 points. And 6 of those from the three-point line, which is very, very interesting. All in all, 53% they're shooting. To the Crocs are shooting 53 themselves. Pretty much the difference is just purely the pressure that has been put on New Zealand. Townsville just haven't been able to cope with it, and all in all, I think it's a good all-round game. The free throws is where they're really winning the ball game at the moment. Free throws for the moment, 2 of 5 from the Townsville Crocs, 8 of 8 from New Zealand. There's the 5 points, and you look at the 1 or 2 turnovers here that's been able to affect it. But all in all, good first quarter.
Just about to get underway in the second period here, and New Zealand now with 7 points, so they're just trailing Adelaide, who've got 8, and Melbourne with 8.5. Both Melbourne and Adelaide obviously have played their 2 games.
I should mention as well 11-4 on the rebound count for New Zealand.
Yeah, crucial. Markovic getting a pick from Conklin. Tries to give it to him, but then give it go, and who's there? But
that was never going to happen.
Jackson goes between his legs, kicks it out. Reece Carter, 3, short. Rebound, Conklin. Here come the Crocs. Blanchfield. Markovic. Carter steps out to him, finds Henry, gets it down low. Gladness with a shot, and he scores from the baseline. Wow. 27-21.
Nice turnaround.
And Jackson with the ball.
Now I just want to mention that both Leroy and Cal are in the house tonight. They have arrived, so it's great to see them here.
Get it down low to Gladness. Gladness gives it out to Henry. Henry goes into the paint, kicks it out. Stevie Markovic for 3, yes. Big baskets. Stevie Markovic, he's got 5 and cuts the lead to 3. 27-24. 8:40 left to half time. Now Carter going baseline, gives it up. Wesley, jumper, no good. And try to save it.
Good effort.
It was good, double effort.
He was the only one out of 10 players trying to do anything.
The young man, the 16-year-old, almost saves it. Now Conklin and low block. He's triple teamed and there's a foul. Just before Conklin made his move, he was triple teamed and got bailed out a little bit, Brad.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me as well.
And the Breakers making some mass substitutions here. Pledger, Ibekwe and Tarangi back in the game alongside Jackson and Carter. Markovic to inbound the ball. Gladness is there and it's knocked away by Pledger. Here comes Jackson exploding down the floor. Jackson throws it up and there's a foul underneath.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
And
he was looking for Ibekwe on the alley-oop dunk.
Yeah. And if it wasn't contact, which caused a foul, Ibekwe might have had a nice
little dunk there.
Pre-sample to the dunk contest.
Just letting everybody know there's 3 participants in the dunk contest tonight. Torrey Craig from the Cairns Taipans, Jahi Carson from the Wollongong Hawks, and Brian Conklin, who's currently playing for the Townsville Crocodiles. Unfortunately, Kendrick Perry, suffering some muscle soreness, has pulled out. And Josh Childress, of course, with the abdominal strain, not going to be a participant.
No one from Melbourne United?
No, Jordan McRae won't be participating. So we've just got the 3 contestants. And I've been told by NBL digital media manager Guy, or operations manager he is now, Guy Neville, that we've got one special dunk as Henry launches a 3 that misses, Tapped out by Gladness, great play.
Good hustle.
Nice pass inside to Conklin, but he misses. Out to Markovic. Shot clock's reset for some reason. And there's a problem with the shot clock. There's a foul. And yeah, it's a bit of the score bench having their problems in this game.
It's pre-season.
Yeah. Corey Webster comes back into the game, replaced by Reece Carter. Meanwhile, Markovic will be at the line for 2. But yeah, unfortunately, just the 3 participants, Bruce, and would have been nice to see Jordan McRae, even Mikel Gladness out there. Although he's the big man, and typically big men don't win dunk contests, but for those of you as old as I am, you'd remember Larry Nance at 6'10", or even in later days Kenny Skywalker.
Yeah.
At 6'8".
Actually, last night we were watching Sean Kemp do his top 10 dunks.
Yes. Rain Man.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a power dunker. Tarangi up fakes the 3, pulls it out. Crocs are in zone.
Just in case anyone was wondering, we have no life. That's why we were watching that.
Yeah. Oh no, Blanchfield. Very soft.
There is a rule that states that the offense cannot There is the wording.
Jackson
I've got to get
initiated
the
the contact.
Yeah,
Jackson initiated the contact. That was not a foul. And Sean Dennis has every right to be upset with that because that was not a foul. Regardless, possession to the Breakers. Webster to Jackson, and it's slapped away nicely by Leon Henry. And somehow Jackson, who's everywhere at the moment.
Has he got like 9 arms? He's just everywhere you go.
Brad, I was looking at him at the top of the key, and then suddenly he's baseline in about 1.2 seconds. Amazing.
It's like Inspector Gadget out there.
He is everywhere. He inbound the ball to Pledger. Pledger, harassed, gives it up. Jackson. The Beckway comes to set a pick. Still Jackson.
Tell me Mika Vacona and Abercrombie aren't thankful he's back.
Crossover. Now Webster launches it for 3. No good. Ooh. Controlled by Conklin. He's sprinting down the court. Jackson's back. He's Steindl. Up fakes, launches. That's a brick. Out of bounds.
That didn't even get above the rim.
New Zealand.
No.
His form, he just wasn't in rhythm. You could see his form as soon as he launched it, Brad.
Well, it's a different shot for him when you have to put it on the floor.
If he whipped it across the court, Mirko was wide open as well.
Jackson, Webster, Jackson, 13 on the shot clock. To Webster, wide open again. Markovic comes out. Webster kicks it out. Jackson with 7 on the shot clock. 6, gets a pick. Jackson goes left. Jackson kicks it out. Corey Webster, another 3, and that's no good. Jackson, Beckway on the glass. Pledger gets it and scores.
Geez, there's some big boys down there.
Yeah, it is.
They are going at it. It's awesome to watch.
31-26.
Yeah, that's a warning to. Gladness, he's getting the warning. That's what it's about.
Pledger just got the rebound and just caused some contact.
I couldn't see what Gladness got the warning for, so...
I'm just talking to the refs on the way down.
On the way back, yeah.
But I do agree that, and I think that's where you're coming from, is as I think it was, Alex Pledger got the rebound. Yeah. He just lifted his left shoulder a little bit and cleared out. But I don't have a problem with that. No. That's what you're taught to do.
No, well, that clear out was just to create enough space to get the shot off.
And that's fine.
Particularly over a 7-footer.
Yeah. If he doesn't, it's going back to half court.
Yeah.
Just had a message from an old teammate of yours, Bruce, and a friend of yours, Mark Dalton, the one and only Tang.
That's an old teammate. I played with Tang. God bless him.
His son is heading out. He'll be heading out here, and his son Callum, the big boy that he is.
Okay.
And he's heading into the venue tonight.
Good.
Oh, Tang, get on out here, mate. Be great to see you.
Yeah.
What a great man he was. He's one of the guys that was there when I first put my King singlet on, and I tell you, it was a privilege to run out in the court with that man. An absolute champion.
Would set
relentless,
a mean
physical competitor.
Yeah.
With the greatest shoulders in NBL history and the longest arms. Hence, Tang.
Yeah.
But there was a man, Bruce, the thing about him was never about the stats, but wherever he went, his teams won.
Always.
And they
He's
went
a winner.
to the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Mika Vacona is basically Mark Dalton.
Yes, one of those guys you like to have on your team.
Exactly. Conklin into the paint. Nice move, Brian Conklin. There's a foul. Beckway's down on the floor here.
Well, for all our Townsville listeners, and hopefully there's plenty of them out there, and viewers, you need to get out and get a membership. Because this team is going to be fun.
Yeah.
This team is going to be fun to watch tonight. This season. They are going to be great. There's going to be some highlight films. The Gladness is nice. He is going to put some block shots on that glass plenty of times.
Here's Conklin. Misses the free throw. Again, it's this remarkable depth of talent that we're seeing in this league this season. Second free throw is good for Brian Conklin. 1 of 2, 31-27.
Well, this game's exactly what we thought it would be. It's going down to the wire so far. It's great.
Cedric Jackson. Finds Tarangi. Tarangi going baseline.
No.
Tarangi rejected.
No.
What did you say, Brad?
There's no way.
I heard you say no about 5 seconds before it happened.
Don't go in there. He was lining him up.
And you know what? I was impressed with the referees didn't call a foul.
Yeah.
Just let it play.
Don't bail him out is what you're saying, yeah.
9 on the shot clock. The Beckway. Finds Tarangi. Now Webster, 3. He's got to get it up. 2, 1. He gets it up just in time, and he makes it at the buzzer. Nice shot by Corey Webster, 33-27.
He's a guy that you love to have the ball in his hand at the end of shot
Got
clocks.
a lot of talent.
Steindl finds Conklin. Conklin fakes and then loses it. It gets it back. Jackson will get it. Jackson ahead of the pack to Webster. Webster goes into the paint, kicks it out. Launching a 3. I couldn't see who it was, and he missed. Rebound Gladness. Jurek. Markovic steps into a 3. He's got it.
You're going to have a timeout here for Townsville, and the reason that's going to be a timeout is that Sean's not happy with the rat ball. That's pretty much what it is, up and down. He's not happy with the way they're playing their offense. Conklin on that last time did something he shouldn't do and nearly threw it out of bounds and then gave it back to them.
Yeah.
So he's just not happy with the way they're running it.
Yeah.
33-30. New Zealand up. 4:43 left to half-time. Now a Beckway left alone, and he's short. Rebound Gladness. Here come the Crocs with Markovic. Guarded by Webster. Explodes to the hoop. Throws it up. Misses. Offensive rebound to Conklin, and he's fouled.
That was great hustle by Conklin. Great hustle.
That's what I love about him, Bruce.
Yeah,
He works
three
his
New
butt
Zealand
off.
players around him.
Yeah,
He got the rebound.
Somehow carved his way into the contest as Vanderjack replaces Gladness. And it'll be Townsville ball, down 3. Winning this quarter so far. Steindl, Conklin, Vanderjack, Blanchfield. Now Steindl. Steindl drives. Steindl floater and misses. Good rebound, Pledger, no. And Steindl throws it off Pledger. Good heads up play.
And that'll put 14-second shot back on the shot clock. Just a reminder, offensive rebounds, shot clock goes back to 14, does not get reset, 24.
Trying to find someone on the inbounds, eventually finds Conklin. Now, Carter almost stole that. Yeah, Blanchfield in the post. Conklin, goes behind his back, and it's a 3-second violation called against Brian Conklin, the Townsville Crocodiles.
I love Conklin. He just needs to slow down a little.
Yes, he had already shot the ball before he had it in his hands.
Yeah,
because he was in a great position.
He was. He's great like that, but just slow down a little bit.
Reese Carter with possession with his team up 3, 33-30. Carter, Conklin almost stole it, but Beckway has it. Now Webster, and an offensive foul has been called for the hook. Hooking foul on Corey Webster, turns the ball over to Townsville. And the crowd with a cheering section for the Crocs behind us. Now Blanchfield under pressure from Webster. Picks up his dribble, finds Conklin, and now Jerick. Conklin. Blanchfield. Jerick. Steindl. Misses. Rebound Carter. New Zealand running.
Yeah, good offense. They got a good look.
Carter dumping it down low to Pledger. Just doesn't look comfortable, does he, Pledger? Turns around there and misses. He looks uncertain.
Townsville would take that shot all day long.
Yeah, the Pledger just looks uncertain out there. Now Jerick gives it up. Toddy Blanchfield for 3, in and out. Big rebound by Beckway. Kenny Beckway, I should say.
Extra step.
Yep, travelling violation.
If it wasn't a travel, it should be, because it just looked ugly.
Yeah.
So just turn the ball over.
So the game, guys, over the last couple of minutes has kind of degenerated a little bit.
Well, probably because of the pace of it.
Yeah.
You know, these guys will be tired. They played a big physical game last night, 24 hours, they're backing up, and they're going at it.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. And again, subs are coming in and out here, but yeah, they've the best thing to happen to them is the dunk contest because they'll get a bit longer to break.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we've got an extended break here of 20 minutes. Blanchfield, Steindl, they're both wings out there. Now Jerick. Jerick launches a three, and that's a brick. Rebound, Vanderjack, and throws it up and in over Ebekwe. 33-32. 1 point lead to New Zealand, but Townsville are on the march.
Mirko just shot that. He hadn't had a shot for ages. He just wanted to get one up.
Yeah.
Wesley finds Tarangi. Tarangi going left. Has to force it and throws it away. And now it's thrown away down the other end.
Well, he was throwing it at Vanderjack, and probably the wrong person to be throwing it at, although he pointed at Blanchard.
Just trying to find the ball because it's under our table here. Wait a minute, where are we?
Matt's trying to keep the ball here. He's keeping it away from the referees.
No, that's my bag.
My goodness.
We've got a ball that's
You
disappeared.
can tell there's no ballers down there.
Jeez. Jeez, no wonder you're a referee's IT man. Jeez. Wow. How long did that take?
Brad Rosen with his running battle with the officials. Oh, now a lob pass. Almost comes off, but they lose it out of bounds.
Mal Cooper would have had a TV commercial with that one by that time.
Yeah, oops. That was the response you just got. Oops. Back to the game. Here's Todd Blanchfield on the curl. Oh, great drive, and he scores.
And that's what they haven't done all game, curl. They've always just gone to the spot to shoot the shot. Nice curl.
34-33, and Townsville hit the lead.
Geez, they're impressive, Townsville. They play hard.
They just keep grinding away, don't they, Brad? Wesley, nice pass inside. Jackson forces one up, but it's tipped in by Ebekwe.
Wow, over Jacob Holmes. That doesn't happen often.
No, Jacob's a great rebounder. And here's Jerick with Markovic on the bench running the point. Steindl gets a pick from Jake Holmes. Now isolated against Wesley. Crosses over. Kicks it out and throws it away. No, it's been touched. 7 on the shot clock. 1:12 left to half time. We'll just have a quick 2-minute break, and then we'll get into the dunk contest for you at half time. Here's Steindl, launches one. Wild shot, knocks it down. Touch from the outside, Bruce Bolden.
Yeah, no, I like that. He was determined to get that one off.
Yeah, he knew what was getting the shot clock too, so he knew he had to get it up.
36-35, and it's Townsville back in front. Wesley. Now they launch a three. Tarangi knocks it down. 37-38, 36. 46 seconds left.
I'm impressed the way he stepped his game up thus far.
Steindl, he's just hit a great shot there. Now goes into the paint, kicks it out. Jerick, 3 ball in the air, no good. Rebound, Jacob Holmes offensively. Back to Jerick. Jerick now attacks the paint. Jerick, strong move, scored in the foul.
Nice,
claiming he got the ball.
Absolutely. He could have easily had that 3 if he wanted it to, but good boy, up fake, went straight to the hole, got himself a nice 2, because he struggled from the outside this weekend, and we've said it before, he's just not custom in that point guard role.
Well, and the three-pointer is not a big part of his game. Obviously being open, you shoot it, you have some confidence in shooting it, but having that second opportunity, I think he realized, let me get a better high percentage of shot.
And gets 3 points out of it anyway. 3-point play, 39-38. Townsville back in front. 24 seconds left to halftime. Here's Jackson. Jackson guarded by Jerick. Oh, they're in a zone now.
Yeah.
Here's Jackson, just blows past the zone and has to kick it out though. Steindl, plenty of time, 4 seconds ahead of the pack, and Carter fouled, no call, throws it the length of the floor, wouldn't count. Sean Dennis is absolutely beside himself. He's out on the floor complaining to the referee, who was saying that he didn't see it, Bruce.
Well, I can't agree with that because the player's back was it to him, so it should have been the referee from this side of here. They have that side on, front on view.
We're just looking at the replay.
We're having a little look at this, and actually, from what I can see, it looks like Reece Carter, if anything, that's a breakaway foul because he has grabbed his arm, his left arm. That should be intentional for sure.
They
definitely got rough end of the deal there.
Yeah,
and
Sean Dennis is absolutely furious.
And he's right.
Yeah.
But to be fair as well, tough call to make. It was a turnover, and unfortunately the referees missed it.
We're going to take a break shortly. And actually, what we might do, it looks like they're going to go straight into the dunk contest. So I'm going to hand it over to my partners here to call the dunk contest, Brad Rosen.
I stand corrected.
And Bruce Bolden.
I stand corrected on number 25, New Zealand.
We've got $1,000 on the line thanks to Stratford Patio.
Well, thank you, Matt. You can go and have a very nice rest. Brian Curls just joined us here again, and he's saying he was standing corrected to Bruce. Obviously, his thoughts on a New Zealand player.
Yeah. What I find surprising is that Conklin is going to be in the three-point, the slam dunk contest, and he's got a second half to play that's going to be key to them. I find that surely there would have been a player or two from the other team.
Yeah, I didn't actually see him in the dunk, like in the warm-up, so I'm not sure what happened, but I would have liked to have seen Kendrick Perry be here.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's a shame he's not.
Yeah.
But I did see Torrey Craig in the warm-ups, and yeah, he's fine to be here. I saw what he could do.
Yeah.
So no problems there. Well, our viewers, they can actually see, thank God, they can see what's going on here, and obviously, Carson is going to
he's going to be up
start us
first
off here.
That's a good first start. I think Conklin might go in the locker room.
I'm guessing that's not his warm-up dunk. Wow.
What's the format anyway? They get 2 dunks, 3 dunks?
I have no idea what the format is. Matt McQuaid is going to find out the format for us. Basically, they have. I think they were supposed to have 2 dunks. Matt's joining us here.
Sorry, Brad. My understanding was the format was originally going to be just 2 minutes. In his Conklin throws down a double clutch. Well,
after that dunk,
they must have changed the format. So
we haven't seen Craig. He might have something up his sleeve
he did
for
in
us.
the warm-ups. Thanks, Matt, for clearing that up.
Yeah, it was initially going to be just 2 minutes for each contestant to dunk as many times. But now
we're looking down. We unfortunately can't see. We've got some fantastic. We'll talk about after this dunk our judges. We'll talk about that in a second.
Here's Craig. Oh! Between the legs, throw down.
Nice work.
Well, we've got some Cal Bruton, Ray Borner, and Leroy Loggins are our judges, and Leroy's put up a 10.5. Ray's put up 10, and Cal with his grandson sitting with him. He's looks like a 10's going to show. So 30.5. All right.
What was the first score?
I didn't see the first one until, but I'm guessing it was 30.
It was 30,
yeah. Okay.
What's he
all
going
right,
to do?
Carson here. He's going again. Well, he went up very similar, but this time he wanted to put it between the legs.
If he'd have made that one, turn off the lights.
Yeah. He's asked for. He wants a chair. A chair? He'd need about 10 of them. You can jump way over that. Hopefully Gary Irvin's going to stand on the chair.
Get your cameras out, folks.
Well, Gary Irvin, he's going to sit there. I don't know. He's going to throw it up. And Carson's gone back to halfway here. I don't know if they've practiced this, but it's going to look good.
Creativity, I like it.
I'll tell you what, if we could get a car in here.
We got to keep going.
If we could get a car in here, we'd have an NBA Slam Dunk champion.
I like him, what he was thinking there. Throw it up again, Gary.
Oh, he's moving the chair.
Oh, he's got to go between his legs.
He's going to go back to the original.
Yeah. Nice.
That's very nice. But you know what? The creativity. I think he might lose a point for the. He's lost 2 from Leroy. Leroy's given an 8. Cal a 9. Oh, and Ray 8.5. So the creativity, they weren't happy with it.
Yeah.
And Brian Conklin, he's gonna go now.
Oh, good, not bad.
I tell you what, if you could get that on the slow motion, he took that way down below his knees.
Well, let's take in consideration. He's playing a basketball game, right? So the legs might be a little weary. So for him to do that,
8, 9, and 8 for that one. Or 8.5. I'm sorry, Cal's 8.5. So it's back to Carson.
So.
Oh no! I'm sorry. It's Torrey Craig.
So Wilkebin is going to throw it off the side of the backboard.
Oh yeah, nice. Nice.
Last one, Torrey Craig from Cairns. A little bit of assistance here.
You got to throw a little higher than that, I would think.
He's got his point guard with him. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? He could have put that in, but he wanted something more special. He wanted something more special. I'm glad he's not trying. Get that right one.
There it is.
Wow.
Nice work.
Wow. I'm watching Cal Bruton and he is loving this. Leroy, he's the first one to put it up. 8, 10 from Cal, at 9.5 from Ray Ray.
So we get 3 dunks, not 2, 3.
Oh, just keep going.
Yeah. You know, the crowd, they said go back to the team huddle. We need. I guess he mean in the locker room.
It's just some stuff going on here. We're not actually sure the scores. Here we go. Right, so Conklin's been knocked out.
That's okay.
And now it's between Craig and Carson for the final. $1,000 will be the winner, but forget that. It's the mantle of being the slam dunk champion of the Brisbane Blitz.
I'd say, okay, you're going to throw it up again.
Look how far out.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
High flyer.
Yeah, that's
high flyer.
Give that a 10. If that's not a 10.
I tell you what, I'm hoping that someone from the NBL has taken all this footage to put together for a nice little package, Matt, to promote the NBL.
Absolutely.
10,
Bruce.
10, and 10. So he needs 30.5 to win again out of 30.
Bruce, I'm looking at this kid. I'm thinking, what comes to mind? Calvin Talford. That kind of
yeah.
athleticism.
Former Hobart Devil.
Yeah.
But. Oh my goodness!
All right, there's 30. Go again. There's 30. Go again.
What a show!
9, 10,
guys.
What is Leroy think? I love Leroy and Cal, but what are you thinking? How's that not a 10?
The NBL has got to have an all-star game with a slam dunk contest.
Yeah, put it on the big stage.
This is the appetizer. This young man,
wow.
We have rarely seen athletic ability like it.
Carson from the Wollongong Hawks has taken out the dunk contest, but Torrey Craig, a fantastic runner-up. Wow. Wow.
Well, I tell you what I'm liking. Regardless of he winning, I'm liking the fact that we can expect some highlight footage during the season.
Fantastic.
And we spoke about it before. All you fans listening, get to your team office, get your membership. This season is going to be exciting.
Yeah, no question. Matt McQuaid's just going to go and get Cal now. We'll have a chat with Cal if we can. But absolutely fantastic competition and just exactly what the NBL needed. Absolutely perfect. 10 minutes to go here, so we might just, I think we had our stats somewhere. We do. Here we go, and I'll just talk quickly about the stats. Obviously, Townsville winning that quarter very well, and they've been led. Steve Markovic had 10 points, and Todd Blanchett 6, and Brian Conklin with 5. Mikael Gladness has been fantastic, 7 points and a couple of rebounds. For New Zealand Breakers, well, Cedric Jackson and Tarangi Rubin have been outstanding, and all in all, a great first half, 39-38, exactly what we expected, with only 1 point the difference. And Bruce, wrap it up for us.
Well, I think you look at the turnover ratios, it's about the same. Points in the paint, it's the same. New Zealand's gotten to the free throw line. They've made all 10 of their shots, so pretty positive sign for them. They only lose by 1 in the rebounding stats, so I'm expecting a high-tempo second-half game like it was in the first half.
Well, we're trying to get Cal Bruton here, and poor guy, everywhere he walks, someone wants to give him a hug, so he can't actually get to us. So he'll be here in a minute, but we just got to, be thankful. What a fantastic game, and we've spoken about these two teams. Yeah. They're giving us everything, and here he is, the man. He's going to come right here. Cal, thanks for joining us here, and we're just going to jump on in here to get heads up. We tried to get you over here, but you had to give a cuddle to everyone coming through. So
it's like the walkway.
It's great to be here. Thank you so much. And look, please tell us, what's it like to have Brisbane back here and the game being here at the moment?
It's great, Brad and Bruce. I mean, as soon as just driving up to the stadium and seeing the car park, I knew how little that car park was. Seeing it all packed out. And then coming through the door and seeing all the faces, and by the time I got over to this side, it was like blessings, just seeing folks, 30 years ago, 35 years ago. So I remember coming to this day for the first time and looking around. They had big blow heaters on the end of the court, so you slipped and went into one of those, you were done. But the humidity and the teams competing and just the atmosphere just brought a lot to Brisbane. So I got some fresh memories about this place, and some special ones. And I just think that if they can get it started back here again, it would just bring so much to the league, because Queenslanders are fierce competitors too. And they'll put it together.
We spoke about it numerous times over the last couple of days, how the crowd has really come out and shown their support. Yesterday was sold out, today was sold out. They get a good example of what is going to be in the competition this year with these high flyers, and even the import talent is high quality, which it haven't been in a long time. So the NBL at the moment need to be marketing this game strong, particularly with the AFL season finishing up, NRL season finishing up. The timing right now is perfect.
It is absolutely perfect, as you said, Bruce. I think with the NBL trying to go into this next phase and looking at the TV, and basically when you're seeing the team so competitive, you're seeing some MVPs come back into the house. I got to give him some love. What's up, Steve?
Cedric.
But I think at the end of the day, it's all about, in our day, Bruce, imports kind of brought that spirit. Brought a little life to the league. And I remember when we came in, we all had our nicknames. And that's how people remember these players. That dunk exhibition at halftime, I'm looking at it. Those are two games I want to watch.
Absolutely.
And I just think that's where we at right now. And the Australian players are, they're nice. These young kids coming through, they got their body.
Well, we've been lucky enough to watch a lot of games in the last 2 days, and I tell you, we haven't seen imports like this in a long time. This is getting back to your days where there's two imports that can flat out play. And every team's taken that next level. They've got to compete with Perth.
And just to touch on that again, those two imports are the duos, the marketability of the two. And also the other thing, what Cal was talking about with the passion, you got characters back in the game. That's where those nicknames come from, and that's how people remember players over the long term because of their character, their personalities, and that from that marketing side of it.
And I think we do a lot of community things now too, with these guys that get out there. But then when they step on the court, they seem like they're enjoying themselves. So people want to come enjoy with them. Imports in the past felt like they were trying to keep a job. And they felt under pressure. They didn't run up and down the court sort of celebrating the win, And I think now these guys say, okay, sure, I'm bringing some special talent over here. And we get a little reputation. You look at our, World Cup / junior kids coming
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
All the young boys in college now.
Yeah.
So you got the kids.
8 NBA players. That's
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
It's an exciting time. No
man.
question about
And
it.
we got
man.
the Bolden kids over there getting ready to roll. Shoot. Hey, man, I can't wait for that generation to come riding on out.
Cal, we could sit here and talk all night. It's awesome, but there is 50 seconds left.
That's
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll definitely
you,
speak
Brad.
to you tomorrow. And it's so nice to be here. And obviously, the tournament named after you in such a true honour. And you're a good man, and the family's outstanding. Congratulations.
And so is yours, man. Hey, man, I love both of you guys. So y'all just
Appreciate
bring
it,
it, because I think this is the new look on the whole TV scene too. From my point of view.
Good on you. Thanks.
All
man.
right, bro.
All right.
All right, we're just going to take. We'll jump Matt. Matt will come straight back in here. We've only got 24 seconds left, so Matty, over to you. And what a great man Cal Bruton is.
It's amazing. Talk about the Pied Piper. I mean, he's everywhere. And we seem to be missing a chair. We've just gotten it back. But he's the Pied Piper, isn't he? He's just an amazing individual, an amazing human being that's done so much for the game. in this
No
country.
question.
Loved by everyone he meets, and we thank Cal so much. The Black Pearl, the one and only.
This is game number 6.
And you consider how many lives he's touched, Bruce. I mean,
Yeah.
from the time he came out here in 1979
Yeah.
to this very building at Auchenflower.
I could honestly sit there and talk to him for
Well, you look at him. He's an NBL billboard.
Yeah, he is.
Wherever you go.
And that's the thing, and never stop loving the league.
That's right. That's
Absolute,
exactly right.
and I've always believed the NBL should use him as an ambassador.
Yeah. Totally.
Because just
run,
has such
stun,
great-
and have
has
some fun.
Yeah.
He'd
Yep.
love it.
Yeah.
has unbelievable passion. Ball
Well,
back
let's
in
get
play.
back to the second half.
Wasn't that an exciting halftime break? Hope everybody enjoyed it. They're watching on the YouTube channel, Out of Bounds, and Townsville, of course, now with that point from winning that period. 39-38 to the Crocs. Again, as they did last night, just working their way back into the contest and almost stolen by Markovic.
Oh.
And Ebekwe just throws it right to Blanchfield. Blanchfield breakaway rejected. What a play by Ebekwe. And Dean Vickerman furious with Corey Webster.
Corey Webster fell asleep. He was supposed to be making a cut to a curl cut.
Well, I agree, but what a terrible pass.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn the.
But great recovery by
Great
Ebekwe.
recovery.
Yeah, it was.
Conklin. Now Steindl for three, no good. Shook his head.
If he
thought
goes
had a
up
good
and
look.
down in the one spot, his shot looks really good, but when he falls back a little bit, it's just a bit different.
Jackson, Ebekwe. And there's a foul.
Yeah,
And it's an
moving screen.
offensive foul for a moving screen. You're right, Brad. I believe it's on Ruben Tarangi, and it is. 39-38 to Townsville. Both teams with a point in this game so far.
Tell you what, Townsville got a few fans here in Auchenflower.
Good to see them make the trip down.
Could be just the fact that they're in Queensland.
Oh, Gladness showing that touch with the outside again. Splash. 41-38, 9 minutes left in the third period.
Man, I can't wait to watch him play throughout the season.
Here's Webster. Webster just jacks it and he's short. Rebound, Markovic. Blanchfield back to Markovic. Hits a pick from Conklin. Back to Conklin.
Ooh.
Conklin travelled then, got away with it, but pulled his way to the basket. Missed.
Yeah.
Just strong.
Tip in.
Yeah.
43-38.
It's very
5 point
clever
lead
because
to
you know what? He
Townsville.
just put it up soft because even if it missed, he knew he had the clear out.
Yeah. Let's just hope he keeps, some fresh legs for the second half after being in that dunk contest.
Oh, Jackson crossover into the lane. Rejected by Gladness. There it is.
Big fella wasn't buying that.
And
Now Tarangi with a wild floater. Steindl comes away with it. He's got Blanchfield running. He finds him left hand with a great right hand layup. And the Townsville Crocodiles have come out smoking. 6 straight points to open the third period. They lead by 7. Timeout New Zealand. Brad
You know
Rhodes
what?
and Bruce.
You know what? I'm just thinking here the way the teams on a missed basket get out and run. These teams are really, really looking to run, and that was a classic example of it with some good decision behind it.
And what does that mean? You want a good shot blocker.
Yeah.
And that's nice, because you know what's nice as well, what I loved about that is he blocked the first one, and the second one, he could have gone after it, but he just stayed there.
Yes.
Changed the shot, they get the rebound, and off they go.
Guys, it's the intimidation factor. I mean, even if he isn't blocking a shot, he's such a presence inside.
That's right.
How many, you talk about the best shot blockers in the game, and I'm talking NBL and NBA. A lot of times what they say is it's not how many they block, it's how many they change.
Yes.
And that's the key to a guy like this.
Yep.
As the sweet Georgia Brown music plays. And what we've seen in that dunk contest, it's fitting. Wow, there was some amazing dunks.
Yeah.
I got to say though, Torrey Craig, I thought he harshly judged by that nice dunk.
Yeah, the one from the sideline, yeah.
Jeez. But I don't think anyone will argue that Carlson deserved that.
Yeah, I always got, as I said, when he went up on the one, tried to go between his legs, and he missed that one. If he'd have made it, it'd been lights out then.
Exactly. Webster. 10 on the shot clock. Tarangi. Jackson. Croc's very active, and they cause the turnover. So even in that zone, Bruce, extremely active, putting the pressure on. Look at that pass! And Gladness says, I can dunk too.
I don't only block shots. Throws that down with some authority.
Bruce, he hardly jumped.
Yeah.
Well,
I was watching his feet.
Yeah, no, that's true. You're right about that. And he went out with authority.
That's what happens when you've got a 7'9" wingspan.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd love to know. We've got to get and ask if he's got his hand as high as he can. What is it? Would that be, 9.5 foot, you reckon?
Pretty close.
47-38, 7:33 left.
Oh, yeah, good pick. That should not have been a sub from a successful basket. They should not have been allowed to do that.
Oh, well, it's pre-season.
Did they sub?
Yes, they did.
They did. I missed that.
I think that's what Sean was saying to the referee.
Yeah. Webster just throws up a wild shot from the foul line, and it goes in. 47-40. New Zealand need that to stem the tide.
He's just a baller.
Steindl. Gladness. Blanchfield. Conklin. They double him. He fades away. He misses.
Nice.
Taps in.
Clint Steindl. Nice
Steindl.
tip.
Yeah.
I keep saying that is a key important pickup him with Townsville.
Webster misses that time.
Jeez,
Rebound.
they got out of trouble there. Wide open in the corner.
Yeah. Steindl just
he's
stops,
feeling
pops,
it.
bang! Catch and shoot. Clint Steindl hits it. 52-40, double-figure lead for the Crocs.
Jeez, they're impressive.
It's kind of, I'm got this. It's only pre-season, but
no,
thought in my
they're
head.
showing enough.
Well, you know what? Forget about that. It's not only preseason anymore. It's
that was a travel.
Oh, travel, but they steal it. Great hustle there. Blanchfield and Markovic. Markovic has it with his team up 12. Here's Markovic looking to turn the corner off. The window is good. And the Townsville Crocodiles, all of a sudden, just as they did last night against United, they're proving it's not a fluke. They're up by 14.
15-2 this quarter.
Spectacular.
Well, you know, from yesterday where we saw New Zealand come out and play with a whole lot of energy, Townsville play with a lot of energy in that second half. Right now, Townsville is playing with the most energy.
Yeah, I agree.
And New Zealand looked like they're a little surprised at what Townsville is doing to them.
And to answer that, Bruce, 100%, and a little bit, I don't want to go with it.
Yeah.
You know, they're just a little bit like, no, I can't compete with this at the moment.
I'm hoping that's not a sign that they might be a little fatigued.
Yeah.
You know, because they did work extremely hard last night.
4, 3, 2, 1.
54-40. Just looking at the updated Blitz point tally here. Townsville with 6, New Zealand currently with 7 in third place behind Adelaide with 8 and Melbourne leading with 8.5. But when you add in the 3 points for a win here, if Townsville continue on this...
Well, yeah, there's no way Melbourne and Adelaide can win.
Yeah.
Because New Zealand and Cairns are both on 6, and one of them has to get 3 points.
Yeah.
At a minimum, that is. So there's no way. So right now, these two, it'll be one of these two teams, or Cairns really, who are going to win this. Cairns have a very big opportunity tomorrow against the Sydney Kings, who are completely undermanned and got absolutely smashed today by Melbourne United.
Wesley in the low block finds Tarangi quickly to Jackson. Jackson Steps back. Fires rejected by Gladness. He's got another one.
And he looked at him.
Yeah, and he's had a bit of a laugh too. And just look at him next to Pledger. Pledger's 7'1", but he is not that much shorter. He's listed, I believe, at 6'11". Jackson, fumbled it, got it back and scored.
There it is.
Inbound.
Screen is always open.
Now Steindl.
He's looking very aggressive out there. It's nice.
Markovic. Conklin. Faces up. Wesley flops, no call, and there's a technical foul. Yeah, they got it.
Was that the second flop for him?
Well, I think the rule is if they believe that the flop warrants a tech foul, it does not have to be a warning.
Yeah.
And that instance, it's the right call.
Yeah.
Now, the rule on flopping is now with the technical foul.
Yes.
One shot, but then possession is with the team that goes back to whoever had possession at the time the technical foul was called. Now,
Townsville had the ball.
But Conklin went for a shot, so I couldn't see whether Conklin.
No, I think the answer to this is, and Conklin looks like his contact's fallen out. It'll
right.
be a free throw for Townsville, but this is the argument that I have with this rule. That should have been a blocking foul, and he should have actually been shooting two and got the flop. But now, because they counted the flop, it's one shot. They get the ball back. Because Townsville had the ball, they get the ball back.
That was what I was
and
wondering,
they keep
Brad.
the same 10 seconds because that's where the clock was at.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. So basically just continues where the game stopped.
Yeah.
But the problem I have with that is let's just say that he was going for a layup and the guy flopped. In theory, that was 2 points that he could have scored.
2 points plus the
one, right.
and the ball back.
Now, potentially, they've got
play.
10 seconds left. New Zealand get to set themselves up on a defence. They could theoretically miss this, and now they get 1 point out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
So they've reset it to 14.
So they must have called a foul then.
And now the 5-second violation caused by who else? Cedric Jackson. Great play.
Well, Stevie Markovic's upset because he felt that he threw the ball into Cedric, but the referee had nothing. Sean Nice was just like, it's the 5 seconds up.
Cedric Jackson gets it down low to Pledger. Cross-court pass. Tarangi. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson launches a three right over Stephen Markovic, if you don't mind.
He'll bring him back into this game.
Yes,
he's a competitor.
And he's got to keep going at it.
55-45, 5:06 left in the third period.
I'd like to see Townsville coil that screen a little bit more.
Gladness wide open hit and airball that time. Jackson with a rebound.
He says.
Well, he shot that because he didn't get the post-up pass.
Jackson double quickly, manages to find Wesley.
You can afford to double when you got Glads sitting down there in the baseline.
They're going to blitz everything now with a guy like that. Here's Jackson against Jerry. Jackson goes into the paint, lays it off to Pledger, reverse layup.
Made him think about it.
Oh, nice.
Now Jake on the break gets it to Blanchfield, thrown out. Beautiful play by Ty Wesley.
You're right, Bruce. Exactly right. Pledger last year he would have just laid that up.
Well, in actual fact,
dunked it.
Exactly. With his size, go up and dunk it.
Yep.
It would have been a guaranteed foul.
Yeah,
if not
at a
one.
minimum. Exactly.
Now he sits down and he'll get a hand from the bench. Leon Henry
you
about
could
to
do some
step
nice
in
things
as well.
with him behind, couldn't you? Double everything, press.
Which is what they're doing right now.
Yeah, press.
They're extending their D
Go
right
into
out.
box and ones, just that old school stuff.
Yeah.
He's the ultimate goalkeeper.
Oh, yeah.
Ball back in play. Markovic. Jurek. Holmes, quickly. Leon Henry, 3-ball, short. And rebound tracked down by Markovic. 13 on the shot clock, gets a pick from Conklin. Now he's isolated against Wesley. He's looking to take advantage, he steps back, he launches it, he buries a triple.
Nice shot.
Just that little hesitation and step back. Beautiful.
58-45, 3:55 left in the third period. Jackson, Carter. Beckway in the game now. Beckway faces up. He launches it, and that's short. Rebound controlled by Townsville. Leon Henry has it.
settling for the jump shot on that.
Markovic changes gears briefly. Now he's isolated against Ebekwe. Markovic goes crosses over, and Ebekwe talked him out of it. Great play, stayed with it.
Nice crossover though.
It was.
Here's Carter going to the paint, launches a floater that's no good. All Townsville on the boards. And here comes Jurek. Suddenly New Zealand finding it tough to get to the bucket, and they've got Gladness on the bench. Now Conklin powers to the rack, throws it up, and it's fouled by Ebekwe.
Yeah, just forcing it. I mean, with Reece Carter, that's his type of shot. He can do that, but he hasn't got in the flow and in the rhythm of tonight, so probably that's not the shot tonight.
No.
But he's good enough to do that type of thing.
Yeah, it's not the shot tonight. It's not the shot right now.
Yeah, agreed.
Brian Conklin at the line for 2 with his team up by 13. Makes the first.
Welcome home, Townsville!
Yeah, we've got the Townsville Brigade behind us.
Yeah.
1 of 2 at the line for Brian Conklin, 59-45, 3 minutes left.
I think they might be sitting in the 4X box.
Carter using a pick from Ebekwe, almost throws it away. Wesley fumbles it, gets it back, banks it in. Good job by Ty Wesley, stayed with it, but the Crocs are running. Here's
I don't know what that was, whether it was a travel, a carry, or whatever it was. It was an ugly play.
Yeah.
59-47. Henry to Conklin. Conklin faces up, launches it. Not really his shot, it's short, and there's a foul.
Sean just saying to Mirko there, he just wants to get us into transition. This is what I want to run, not what they ran there. And Mirko, I like it. He just goes over and says to Sean, I'm wrong. Okay, I got you. Let's get going.
Yeah.
It's a sign of where this team's at,
well,
and you can tell the chemistry is
it's a sign of how good Sean is.
Yeah,
he's got that much control.
Yeah, and communicator.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, talk about your coaching dream teams. He and Rob Beveridge at Perth, and he's finally getting his chance once again. Ebekwe just powers up and in.
Strong.
And I have to be really impressed with this, Ebekwe in this game, Bruce.
Yeah.
A little disappointing in the opener last night, but he's come to play tonight.
Yeah, he got himself into foul trouble last night, but just going in there the way he did, get that rebound just now, let you know that, what he's capable of.
Clint Steindel's feeling it, drains another triple. 62-49. Carter getting a pick from Ebekwe, but calls it off. Nice pass to Ebekwe, and he slams it home.
Good little look away from Reece Carter there. He just sort of looked at the opposite way, and they didn't see the cutter flash.
Yeah.
Good pass by Bailey. Now inside. Reverse layup. Misses. Ebekwe was there. Talked him out of it.
He grabbed the net.
Yeah. That should have been
goaltending. Meanwhile, here's Wesley. Throws up a wild shot that misses. Rebound, Henry. Henry almost throws it away, but here's Jurek. They've got numbers. Jurek dumps it down low. They have to kick it back out to Jurek. Jurek avoiding the defenders. Henry quickly. Steindl, 3. Not that time.
Yeah,
and that's a push-off from Jacob Holmes. 52 seconds left. Townsville are going to win.
Jacob was not happy with that. He just felt that was a little bit soft. But looking at the replay, there was no softness on there. He had one hand right in the back.
He looked as if he was upset at your backward. For whatever reason.
He thought that was soft, that he didn't push him that hard.
Carter.
There's that high post again.
Wesley scores. Hasn't he been impressive, Bruce?
Yeah, he has.
Well, they need to take away that high post in the zone because that's what's hurting him at the moment.
Still, it's Townsville by 9, 62-53, 28 seconds left. Henry to Jurek. Conklin comes to set a pick. Jurek launches it, and that's off. Oh, Conklin, great offensive board. They reset, 12 on the shot clock, 2-second differential between the game and shot clock right now. 6 seconds on the shot clock, 5. Jurek's got to move.
It's a little late.
Throws it away.
Very slow.
Yeah,
Very
Picks
slow on
partner and
decision.
turnover.
That's just, you know what, that's just youth not knowing because he's not a pure point guard.
Yeah.
He's not usually in that position.
Yeah.
It's a good learning curve for him.
Here's Carter. Carter fouled by Jurek.
Very good foul. There was not in the foul count. There's only 2 fouls for them. They could even afford to give another one. So very, very smart foul.
1.5 seconds left. Townsville leads by 9, 62-53.
And clever, he's just turned the ball over, but he's still focused, knows exactly what he's got to do. Right now you could foul again as well.
Carter looking to inbound, finds a Beckway. Beckway just launches a wild shot that misses at the buzzer, and that's the end of the third period. With your score, the Townsville Crocodiles 62, the New Zealand Breakers 53. Townsville wins the point in the Loggins Bruton Cup. That gives them 2 for the night and takes them to 8 points. I checked that, 7 points I should say. 7 points for the Crocodiles. And they lead by 9. And before we go to the stats, Bruce, impressive performance by Townsville. New Zealand still not quite going away yet, and the Beckway's been very impressive.
No, they're not going to go away, but at the same time, Townsville is into a nice little rhythm at the moment. New Zealand was really, in that first half, they really got going off the back of Cedric. Cedric haven't had that impact in the second half just yet. So,
tired, I think.
Yeah, so you expect him to either do that in the first couple of minutes of the fourth quarter, or it's going to be a long evening for New Zealand. Particularly the way Townsville are playing. And Townsville are playing with some confidence, big time.
We'll just get Brad to run through the stats for us.
Well, there's some good numbers all around, actually, and you look at Townsville, they're led by Stevie Markovic with 16, and he's been tremendous for them. And Clint Steidel, well, he had he had 7 in that quarter. So he's been outstanding for him. I'm sorry he had 8 for that quarter, so there's 14 points for him for the game. Overall, they're shooting 46%, 40 from the three-point line. 8 free throws out of 13. The rebound's fine. Only 9 turnovers, so all in all, great game for Townsville. New Zealand, they're just dropped off a little bit. Their shooting percentage has gone down to 39%, 23% from the three-point line. Their leading scorer is, well, who else? Cedric Jackson with 15. 12 points there for Jordan. He's had a good game so far, and well, Ruben Tarangi, most of it is coming. He hasn't scored in that quarter as 10 points. Look, 11 turnovers, not awful in three quarters. I think it's just purely just the energy from Townsville and just those 1%ers. We talk about that game so much. That's really just where it's coming down to. Points in the paint, minimal, 20 to 18. Rebounding 27-23, really nothing in it, just pure energy, and Townsville at the moment wanting it more.
Yeah.
About to start the final quarter of what has been a marathon day 2 session. 4 great
more
games.
There's no more games?
Not tonight. Not tonight, I'm afraid.
Come on.
Here we go. Final 10 minutes of day 2. Conklin, they're looking for Gladness.
Well, if I'm not wrong, I think that means New Zealand, no, they can still win it. If they win this, they get 3 points as well, so there's still a chance to win the Blitz.
Markovic just throws it up from the baseline and scores. 64-53, 11-point game. Dwayne Bailey. Carter. The Beckway comes to set a pick. Still Carter. Nice pass to a Beckway, but he misses the alley-oop stuff.
Wow, beautiful pass.
Here's Markovic changing gears. He throws it up. He was expecting Gladness for the alley-oop the other way, and Gladness says, "No, that was me. I missed that."
Yeah, that was terrible. No, look, it was he knew what he wanted to do, and that's just knowing you're big, and they just weren't on sync right there.
Gladness gets the ball, goes into the paint.
Yeah,
foul, score it! So Mikael Gladness makes up for that earlier play and scores, and it's 66-53 with 1 to come.
Yeah, I did say yesterday I mentioned how I like his number.
Yeah, that was on Jordan. That's his 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably the one downfall, because that was last night as well. He had foul trouble.
You mean a Beckway, not Jordan Agatai.
I'm sorry, a Beckway. I'm sorry, yes. I apologise, and that's who had 12 points too.
I'm thinking, you're thinking, well, he is wearing number 23, so
Yeah.
I understand why you call him Jordan.
Yeah, well, you guys with me on that? Come
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
No, I think that's probably the
He'd be
bit of
very
the
happy
tab-
for you to call him Jordan.
Jeez. I wish I was sitting here watching him too.
Wesley, Carter launches a 3, no good. And Gladness, out fought for the rebound by Dwayne Bailey. Great play. Nice play, Stevie Markovic. Slapped it away, but out of bounds. Rhys Carter coming out of the game, replaced by Cedric Action Jackson. And Ibekwe / Michael Jordan sits down, replaced by Alex Pledger. Corey Webster inbounds to Pledger. Now Wesley, Jackson, Webster pulls up from the foul line and no good. Big rebound, Gladness just vacuum cleaned the boards that time. Markovic ahead of the pack, nice pass to Conklin and he scores.
What good heads up play.
Great heads up, but what a seal. What a seal. Head on the rim, makes a big target.
Yep, and just went up and grabbed it first, came down, went back up strong.
Here's Cedric going into the paint. Cedric is fouled by Leon Henry and Sean Dennis just telling Leon just
Stay
to
there with your hands
He
up.
was in a good position to
He
do
didn't need to-
exactly that.
Cedric was going up and had the ball at his ankles type thing, the way he was going down near his knees because he was trying to go underneath.
Yeah.
Just let him make that play.
Yeah.
If he makes that, you live with it. Good defense. Although, Bruce, you've spoken about it all night. If he's on the split line, you take one step and take the charge.
Yeah.
rattles the free throw home, 69-54. Still time for New Zealand, 8:21 left, but they need to start making a big run now. Down 14, putting on some pressure. And Jackson's super quick hands knock it out of bounds. Townsville inbound. Conklin. Looking for someone to pass to. Finally finds a wide open Henry. It gets into the front court. Now someone's open. Blanchfield fires away. Is no good.
Yeah, over the back.
And Leon Henry over the back on Dwayne Bailey is called for the foul.
Well, they got out of trouble there, New Zealand, because Tarangi went and double teamed, and he actually didn't need to do that. So I'm sorry, it was Corey Webster, and that left Starter wide open.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blanchfield, and wide open for really no reason.
Jackson bringing it up under some pressure and just almost destroys our valuable equipment. You're right, Cedric. It just falls into our laps practically. We're right on courtside here at Auchenflower.
It's all right, it was only the ref's stuff. We're fine with that. It was only the referee's computer. We're not too worried about that.
James Bowman giving us the thumbs up. Our producer doing yeoman work today. Webster. Bailey crosses over. Finds Wesley. Turns around. Misses off the iron. Rebounds Gladness. Townsville's lead is 14. They led by 9 at three-quarter time. Here's Markovic. They just leave him alone. He throws up a floater that's no good. Pledger out-fought for the rebound. And yeah, he's really down on strength. Now Conklin fades away.
Great offensive
rebound.
Nice rebound.
Gladness.
Nice.
Good hustle.
Guys, I'm saying right now, Pledger should not be out there. He is clearly not right.
Yeah, they just probably trying to match the size of Gladness, I think.
And
Wesley
probably
with
giving
the
him
three.
some minutes. He hasn't played for a long time and not many minutes, so they're just probably wanting to get some game time
Yeah.
for him, but he looks like he's limping.
That's what I mean. He's labouring right now down the floor. And I mean, this is a guy that's so important. You spoke about it before. Is so important to this team. Not many legit 7-footers.
Yeah, you can't go by them down the road.
No. Markovic. Here's Todd Blanchfield. Back iron, no good.
Bad pass.
Rebound Jackson. Look at him explode up the floor. He finds Webster. Webster goes into the paint and Gladness blocks it. Oh, Kel Gladness. Number one, great recovery to get back on D. Number two, Webster thought he had an open layup.
Yeah, he
Gladness
saw him,
said,
though.
no, you did not.
He saw him.
Yeah, it was open for about 2 seconds.
Yeah. We've got a Willie Simmons back in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the great shot blockers of all time, NBL history. Pledger, Jackson, Here's Webster on a call, and he buries it.
Nice look.
He's a gunner.
Why lay it up when you can have that?
He is a gunner. 71-58, 6:25 left. Henry, Blanchfield, Markovic. Markovic gets a pick. Now gives it to Conklin and hits it. 18-footer, and he knocks it down, Brian Conklin.
Well, he's played in New Zealand League for a number of years as well prior to coming to Townsville, so he'd know all these players very well, and that's a
he
block.
got away with that. He actually got away up earlier with an offensive one. Got the knee in him.
Yeah, and
just look, that's sore. And you know what? That's sore because he's just played 2 games.
Jackson
bump
on
the
the
knee.
Yeah, Jackson just writhing in pain here on the NBL Blitz sign.
He doesn't look bad there. That's just purely wow. That hurt.
Yeah,
that's just the body that is sore.
Yeah, he's trying to walk it off. He's going to limp to the bench.
I think that might be a knee into that quad.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
So that's a classic cork, guys. A classic cork is what you're saying.
That's going to be sore tomorrow.
Oh yeah. New Zealand have 2 games coming up against the Sydney Kings, one in Christchurch and one in Dunedin after the Blitz. That should be an interesting challenge for both teams. The Sydney Kings.
Oh, okay.
First game in Christchurch, and then the second game on
Well, I hope for both teams that everyone's available, because I think it would be a good hit out for everyone.
Yeah, true.
Here's Webster exploring Jerg, staying right with him. Finds Wesley.
Nice move.
Spin move in the lane, and he scores.
Very nice.
Again, Ty Wesley, very impressive. 73-60, 5:40 left. Jury. Conklin. Steindl. Guarded by Tarangi. Blanchfield. Jury. Here's Steindl, up fakes. Conklin, baseline jumper, yes! Couple of outside
J's have with all of that offense, which is not all, is no one caught it in an effective area. They all were 2 and 3 feet outside the 3-point line until it got to Conklin.
Ledger against Vanderjagt, bumps bodies, throws up a wild shot, no good.
Yeah, he can't
Rebound
get off that
Conklin,
foot.
just came down a bit funny, Conklin, on that ankle. His Steindl kicks it out. Blanchfield to Conklin. Rolls it down low to Vanderjagt, tries to get it back, but it falls in Steindl's lap. He launches it. Bam! Wow. And that's the ball game right there. 78-60, 18-point lead with 4:40 left.
You cannot give him any breathing room.
Well,
He's been hot tonight.
especially since the 3rd quarter. He's been dynamite.
Wesley behind the back to Pledger, and he lays it up and in.
Nice pass.
Beautiful pass.
Pledger has absolutely no lift.
Well, that was a classic example where he should have just, brung the house down with that pass.
Vanderjagt lays it off to Blanchfield. Blanchfield banks it. Poor shot, no good. Vanderjagt almost has it, but it's Webster who comes away with it. Webster getting a pick from Pledger. Launches that short. Rebound, Jurek. They're going the other way.
They're not slowing down, Townsville. They're going at it.
Jurek finds Conklin. Conklin stops, pops.
Nice
Yes!
shot.
His eyes are lighting up when Pledger's on him.
Yeah,
He just
why
knows
not?
he can't do
Why
it.
not?
80-62, 18-point lead with 3:43 left. Conklin heating up in this 4th quarter. Webster, cross-court pass. Tarangi pulls up, and that's an air ball.
Townsville is still attacking them.
Conklin straight on the rim. Love it.
Oh, Steindl on the trail, misses that time. Conklin knocks it out to Steindl. Steindl launches one, no good. Vanderjagt on the glass, inside, and Conklin scores. And
Now we're talking energy now.
Yeah, totally.
And this is blown right out. Townsville 82, New Zealand 62, and Townsville are playing like they want to win this tournament.
Well, they do. And you know what? I mean, unfortunately, this is the situation. They're coming off a wooden spoon.
Yeah.
And, they want to play. They want to make a statement. We've reloaded. We've gone and got 2 imports that we're very happy with. We're coming to play.
Which was the question to Sean about the importance of this.
Sorry, it's one import, by the way. I said 2 imports. It's only 1, but still.
But it's important to Sean for his team to be ready and not to use this as just a little warm up.
Yep.
Use this as preparation, as the way they want to play in a month's time.
And you talked about that wooden spoon. Amazingly enough, last season, as Warren Rosen,
He's seen enough.
Our drinks manager, he's seen enough.
He's going back to have his birthday drinks.
But one thing I wanted to point out, Bruce, is that Townsville last season did finish with a wooden spoon. They were also the first wooden spooner in history of the NBL to beat all other teams on the ladder. So they defeated all. They had a win over every other team, including Perth, who won the championship.
Look, they've got a great program.
Yeah, that just shows you where they're at, but they just weren't consistent. They weren't consistent.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's something Sean's definitely going to be searching for. We'll talk to him after the
they're
game.
a year older as well.
Yeah. And then you bring in a Gladness, a legitimate game changer, and you see what's possible. Carter.
Good D.
Excellent
Good
defense. Carter.
He let him off the hook by stepping off and going for the fake.
Yeah. No other option. He hits it. 82-64. Conklin. Henry looking for Vanderjack. Can't find him. Here's Steindl. He's been hot. Goes in the paint. Fade away and no good. Leon Henry on the offensive glass.
They just wanted so much more.
Yeah.
Now Jurek. Kicks it out to Vanderjack. Back to Jurek. Jurek hesitates now. Goes into the lane with a floater and knocks it down. And Mikael Gladness loved that one. Got off the bench and gave a huge round of applause to his teammate. 84-64. Here's Carter. Nice pass. Henry rejects it.
Yeah, young fella.
That's the dunk, and that's an unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, he's grabbed him. It's the right call.
Yeah,
and you always know it's the right call when 2 and 3 referees call the same thing at the same time. So, correct call.
Yeah.
It's a great block shot there. Good timing from Henry.
Well, Matty, let's talk, assuming they're going to win this quarter, which they look like they are, and the game. That'll then take them. What was the point situation?
They were 5. Townsville were 5 at the start of this. So
they'll take 1, 2, they'll take 6, yes.
So that takes them to 11, which means Cairns will have to win 3 quarters and the game, which you would obviously assume they would win the game if they were 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Unless there was 1 quarter that was a massive
blowout. Yeah.
Obviously.
So really, it's right now you'd have to say it's Cairns.
It's either Cairns or Townsville.
Wow. Well, that's fitting, seeing as though we are in Queensland.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk to Boddy and see if this is going to change his theory on the 4 teams. In his blog today, 4 teams that have not won the title pre-season.
Inside to Conklin, who's been terrific in this period. Conklin backs down to Beckway, fades away, hits it! Brian Conklin, he's in the quarter.
He's worked on that. He didn't have that in his game like that last year.
He was injured last year quite a bit, wasn't he? Yeah. So that affected his season last year.
Bailey launches it. No good. Rebound Vanderjack. 22-point lead. 1:32 left. Tremendous performance. Back-to-back games by the Crocs.
Now,
And he hits it.
one of the things that I'm noticing, which again is a reflection of Sean's coaching.
Yeah.
He's got Miko out there for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We spoke about him, working on his
Trying
point
to
guarding skills, but that shows confidence in Miko there.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. But you know what that is? That's an ex-player as a coach understanding the game.
Yeah.
I need him out there. Why? Because I'm going to need him during the season.
Yep.
Beckway launches one, no good. Vanderjack saves it.
He's had a couple of games too, Vanderjack. He's just fitted in nicely, done what he does best.
And now poor pass from Jurek, throws it away. He was looking for Conklin on the
I think
line.
Conklin was...
Oh, now Jurek steals it from Carter. Now ahead to Conklin. Conklin, who was just in the dunk contest, gives it up to Henry. Henry spins, foul, and will go to the line for 2.
Conklin looked over to the bench and like, I'm exhausted, coach,
Yeah,
take out. Then the ball went forward and he took off. He was fine then.
I did say I hope his legs last for the second half after being in the dunk contest.
Yeah, he looks exhausted out
He's
there.
soldiering.
Great comeback win for the Crocs last night against Melbourne United, and today they were down by 8 in the first period against the Breakers, 27-19, and since then they've dominated, especially in this second half.
Well, that performance in the second half last night and tonight's performance should get all the Townsville Croc fans excited, get to that ticket office and sign up for some membership for this coming season.
Look at them, they're still playing.
Yeah, they are
18 seconds
hard.
left.
18 seconds, so they cause another turnover. Here's Leon Henry. Henry, 2 big steps, layup, no good. Vanderjek put back, no good. And they
Shoot it, mate, it'll go in. The way they are.
Sean Dennis has done a terrific job early in this preseason, and he has to be extremely happy. We'll talk to Sean very shortly. 6 seconds left. Tarangi crosses over, goes hard at Conklin, short. Rebound Vanderjagt, and that'll do it. That's it. That's the end of the game with the score. The Townsville Crocodiles, a huge win, 91-64. Last 3 periods, just a dominant display, Brad Rose.
Dominant, exactly the right words. They just played with more energy. They took it on them. New Zealand will take a lot of positives out of this. We still have to remember Vacona and Abercrombie are sitting at home. Or Abercrombie's here, but they're still not playing, both of them. So positive signs for New Zealand to take out of this weekend. They have been really good. But all in all, Townsville were outstanding. Great win for them, 91-64. They got all 3 of the second, third, and fourth quarter and take the game.
Just about to be joined by Sean Dennis, a very satisfied Coach Dennis. Congratulations, mate. As Coach Dennis just shaking hands with Body Nodge. Sean, last night we talked about the first half. Tonight it was the first quarter, but you know, the hallmark of your 2 days has just been the way the guys have responded and really got on with it, particularly tonight. Outstanding performance in the second half.
Well, you know, we talked about, we said the greatest thing that could happen to us today is to be better than yesterday, and that's been our motto. Every time we walk on the floor, we want to walk off a little bit better. And I know everyone says that, but not everyone really has that mindset. And you know, this group's starting to find its identity and what it can do. And again, the disruption of the changing defences. You know, and I know McCall was really upset last night. He didn't feel he protected the rim very well. And tonight you saw him very active and you know, just some great intimidation and you know, it ignites easy baskets for us, and I thought our guards did a far better job of being more aggressive on offense. I think they're getting bogged down. You know, yes, we want an interior game, but they've got to play. I mean, they've got some talent and skill, and they've got to. We talked about that at halftime, that you've got to look at your cuts and score the cut every time. And you know, we get a couple of those looks, then the interior opens back up, and you know, we're starting to find our systems and do a good job.
Clint Steidel, what a game tonight. That's what you've brought into Townsville for?
Well, you know, I think the thing about Clint is that, you know, the rules of what we do allow him to play, and particularly, you know, a couple of really good offensive rebounds. It's been a weakness of his game. You know, we chart that stuff at practice. He's starting to learn that, you know, it's got to be a habit. I'm sure he's been told before, but, you know, it's something that we demand of our small forwards, and with our size, you know, we can send a lot of people to the boards, and you know, that's such a key to any game, is the possession game. And you know, it doesn't matter what sport you play, if you hold possession, you've got more of a chance of winning, and that's what we're starting to do well.
Mirko, he played point for you this weekend, obviously, with no Mitch Norton. What was you talking to him? You could see you were talking to him a lot. What was your thoughts with him this weekend?
It was mostly just about, you know, teaching him about point guard play. It's not really something he's ever done. He's such a smart kid, you know. And, you know, halfway through the game there, I talked about when he brings the ball down the left-hand side of the offense, what to do. The next time it occurs, he does it. And he's a really smart young man when it comes to the game. And, you know, his future is so good. You see tonight his defense on Cedric Jackson, I thought, was very solid. And one of the things I've really taught to him a lot is that, you know, if you want court time at your age, it's all about the defense, mate. You know, you can be our stopper. You can be that guy. I know you're an offensive guy in your juniors, but in the seniors, this could be your hallmark of what you can become. You know, you're a smart player, and I think, you know, we have to do something about the hitch in his shot. He just, but we keep working it. He's smart, he's learning, and you're starting to see better decision making from him. He's starting to attack the basket. And the pass he threw out of bounds was a great pass. Conklin just went to the wrong spot.
Yeah,
and we talked about that at the timeout. And he was down himself. Said, "Son, that was a great pass.
That's what you want." Yeah.
He just went to the wrong spot on the read when they hard show. So you threw the right pass, and he'll learn in time. The thing we forget about him is he's a man child. He's 19 years of age, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
And he's playing in a man's game, probably against one of the best point guards in the competition.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be happier with the young man.
Yeah. And just finally, you were a part and helped to build a very successful Perth program, and the hallmark of that program was intensity, was setting a particular standard and playing hard to the final whistle. Tonight, it looked as though there were elements of that coming through. I mean, are you seeing it with this group?
I am, and that's what we talked about, growing an identity. When you talk about great teams, they all have some form of an identity. What are they about? And again, doesn't matter what sort of sport it is. And we talked a lot about this weekend about finding ourselves. Who are we? What are we? What defines us? And the big thing for me is, I think, I used to be a stand over with a stick guy, but to me, until the group decides on what identity, what they want, they won't do it under pressure. And this group's starting to learn. Last night was perfect because the first half was, pretty ordinary, and the second half we started to find it. Now they're starting to believe in what we're trying to get done. I know it's only pre-season, but for us it's extremely important to do well this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, it's just up to Cairns tomorrow, and you guys might take the championship home for the pre-season, so that'd be nice.
That's wild.
Absolutely.
Right.
Coach Dennis, thanks very much for your
fellas,
time.
Always a pleasure.
Good on you, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.
Well, we just got the stats handed to us. And,
Brad, if you'd like to go through them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the standout here is Brian Conklin, 20 and 12 he finished with, so fantastic game from him. But look, all-round game from everyone. Clint Steidl, 17. Mikko Gladness finished with 14 and 4 blocks, 6 rebounds, 18 points. I thought Stephen Markovic was excellent tonight, played that pure point guard that you wanted. 15 assists, something Bruce just pointed out to me, 15 assists for Townsville, outstanding game, and they shot at 50%. New Zealand, well, their stats don't look as good, and that's the second half. They had a pretty poor second half. Cedric Jackson led them with 17, and then they go down to 12. And then 10 points. And outside of that, not many people got anything in there. 35%, 7 assists is all they had, 14 turnovers. But all in all, there wasn't a lot between the teams because I thought they played really well, but the intensity of Townsville just absolutely took over.
Well, unfortunately for New Zealand, they couldn't match last night's intensity and effort. And I was looking at one of the other stats here. Is Glasses had 4 recorded blocks. We don't record the ones that he, prevented to change yet. So again, that's where that impact interiorly was very effective. Last night, New Zealand was just dominant inside, but tonight just didn't have that same impact, which hindered their offense.
Okay, with the win and the extra 3 points for winning 3 quarters, Townsville takes the lead in the Loggins Bruton Cup. They've gone to 11 points. So really, the only team that can get past them now is Cairns, who are currently on 6. So they'll need to win 3 quarters plus the game to win the Loggins Bruton Cup. Obviously, if they have 2 plus the win, then they will tie for the cup.
Yeah.
So great effort by both Townsville and Cairns. And Cairns, of course, was so impressive. Way back this afternoon, it seems, fellas. We've been here that long against the Perth Wildcats. It does. So just reminding everybody, day 3 of the NBL Blitz. The final day begins at 12 p.m. We will be on air at 11:45 with the pre-game show. First game up is the Cairns Taipans against the Sydney Kings. Cairns got to be pretty confident of actually winning the Loggins Bruton Cup.
Well, I'll be interested to see if they bring anyone in different, the Kings. I mean, that was absolutely dismal tonight.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure, he's going to speak about what they need to do. But will they go with an Angus Brandt? Will they go with a Josh Childress? Or will they just say, it's pre-season, I've had enough? So,
well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter who you go with. They'll have to respond tomorrow like Adelaide responded
Good
today.
point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. They did.
Can they is the question.
Yeah. Final game of the NBL Blitz is at 2 p.m. immediately following the Taipans-Kings matchup. That's a game between the Perth Wildcats and the Wollongong Hawks, and once again an opportunity for Jahi Carson to get some more education on the great guards in this league. He's going to go up against Damien Martin and one of the all-time greats, and of course Jermaine Beal. That is, and then following that, we'll be staying on air for the presentation of the Loggins Bruton Trophy. So with that, I'm Matt McQuaid, and it's been great to have your company tonight for the 2014 NBL Blitz, Day 2 from Auchenflower. Join us again at 11:45 a.m. tomorrow as we give you the final day of competition here from Auchenflower. On behalf of my broadcast partner Bruce Bolden, my broadcast partner Brad Rosen, it's been great to have your company today. Stay safe wherever you are. Good night.